Hey everyone, welcome to Addicted2Triathlon. Whether you've been doing triathlons for years or you want to do your first one and don't know how to start, listen to our podcast, read our articles, check out our videos, and ask us questions. We would like to be a part of your journey to becoming addicted to triathlon.
Welcome to Addicted to Triathlon, episode
13.
Okay, so this episode we're going to be talking about preparing for a race.
Bum, bum, bum.
We have sound effects. Great. But first, before we do that, we're going to talk about fueling because we've been practicing fueling. Your fueling has been doing well. You're not getting
It should be soda and some candy.
Soda and candy. That's
Yeah.
your fueling. There you go. So I made on our website, addicted2triathlon.com. At the bottom of every page, you will now see a fueling guide or fueling calculator. So you can go in there and play around with that.
Yeah, it was kind of cool watching John doing his math calculations on the piece of paper.
My graphs.
Yeah,
You were laughing at me.
it was so funny. But at the same time, it was really cool.
So it's just general guide. So you can use it to start as a starting point, and then you can add or subtract. So we do have different things like if it's hot and humid, how much water you should use, how much sugar. We're using table sugar right now in the calculator. Sometime later, I'll probably update it.
Endurance, Gatorade.
And make you put in your own, whatever your preferred fueling source is. Put in what the calories are and how many teaspoons you use to get those calories.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be in the future. But we also have adding salt, regular table salt, and also sodium citrate, whichever one you prefer. We use sodium citrate because it's less salty. Do you taste it? It's less salty, right? Doesn't hit you.
Yeah, it was different.
And also,
But it smells weird.
yeah, it does. But you don't taste the weird smell.
So what other things do they put sodium citrate in?
You can use it for cooking.
They do?
And it also has a little buffering capacity, which means any kind of acidic situation you have going on in your stomach, it'll help neutralize it a little bit. So it's not so potent as regular salt. And it'll help you, especially when you sweat a lot, retain that sodium.
It'll stick to your bones.
Yeah, the sodium will stick to your bones. So that's in there. Also, how long your duration is, and if you're going to go easy, moderate, or hard. So play around with it, check it out, and let us know what you think of it. All right, so we're going to talk about preparing for the race, which you have in a little over 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So why are we doing this so far out? I mean, it's still over a month away.
Well, you got to train your body.
Well, you've been training your body, but you got to train your mind too, a little bit.
Yeah.
And you have to come up with some different things for your mind to process so that you don't have to, usually people towards, the day before the race or a couple days before the race, oh, where is everything? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? What happens if this happens? So we're 5 weeks out. We get to think all that stuff now.
I don't ever think that.
You don't?
I don't stress like that.
Oh, you don't stress about the course and...
I just stress if I'm going to finish or not in time, the cutoff times.
Oh, you'll do fine on this one. You've got plenty of time.
But yeah, you just take it.
But that's one thing you can practice too. But,
yeah.
So
Mile by mile.
What do you think your effort level is going to be in each of the
Good
legs?
question.
So let's talk through it. The swim. Are you going to go all out, all hard?
No, I'm going to swim to the side.
Uh-huh.
I mean, with other people, but I mean, I'm going to be in my own zone.
Okay.
There's going to be other people next to me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just going to go. I'm not going to swim hard out, I'm going to start swimming fast, but
Yeah, the first part you might have to swim hard a little bit because you're kind of going upstream.
oh yeah.
So
Well, I'm going to check out the water and see what's going on ahead of me
uh-huh.
before we start the race.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to I mean, common sense, if you see the water, if it's swirling around, of course I got to push through it.
Yeah. Luckily it's
But
not that far.
yeah, so I'm going to get past and then I'm going to get into the groove just like all my other races I've done.
Uh-huh.
And then I just find people next to me, like I've always said, and we just start swimming like we're in sync.
Yeah. You're going to swim next to them, not behind them? Let them pull you?
No.
Draft off them?
Well, I have before, but I do both next to them. So I get into a groove and then I'm going, look up a little bit, going to that buoy.
That's right. Buoy to buoy.
So I go to the buoy. All right, I made it to the buoy. Go to the next one, made it to the buoy.
The good part is, I think it is a downriver swim.
Awesome.
And then just depending on how swift it is, your effort level, you don't have to go all out.
Yeah.
If there are a lot of people around you and
I didn't go like my last triathlon, whatever. What was our last one?
the Cypress.
I didn't go all out and I got an awesome time.
Wow.
So basically I just need to relax.
Think of like Chattanooga when you did that Olympic. That was 1,500. So this is just a little bit farther than that.
I'm just going to be excited and just relax and go.
Okay. So that's your swim. You're going to come out of your swim and it's a transition.
And then I'm going to
Are we gonna get a cooler for you to put your fueling in so you can take it out, at least your water bottle that you're gonna attach to your bike, probably 2 of them.
Sure.
And then you'll have the one that's in your aero bars already.
Yeah, we can do that. That's a good idea.
And then it'll keep cool. It'll be cool.
Yeah, because hot drinks are not fun.
We'll have the one for your fuel and the other one just water, so you can douse yourself if it's that hot. And we'll just do that.
Yeah, so I'll get to my bike, drop my stuff, take the bike stuff, take what I need, and
put your helmet on.
I know all that stuff.
Well, people might not know. You have to have your strap on.
Yeah.
Before you get on your bike.
Other people may not know.
You have to have your strap on, your helmet on.
Yeah, helmet. Well, I have a little routine, so I'll just try to picture it in my head. So I'm coming in from the swim, put my goggles down, put my swim cap down, put my little earplugs, kind of tuck them inside the cap, so because they're itty bitty.
You do that when you're running off or as soon as you're out of the water.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So it's all tucked in. Throw it on the ground near my bike, dry off real fast, put my helmet on, start putting my shoes on, put my sunglasses on, put my strap on.
Your bib? No, you
don't have no bib. Put all that on, take my bike off, and jam.
Yeah, I had 2 on my half, but not the first one, but not the second one.
So I'm just going to take like a 2-minute transition.
Okay.
Maybe less than.
You're going to get out and you're going to get on the bike and then
so
you're going to
go to where I'm going, start going mile after mile after mile.
And you're going to put it in your
I'm on a roll. I'm going to drink my
tequila.
My soda. And I'm going to drink my drink that you make for me. The endurance, salt, whatever, sugar thing. Drink on my drink, grab in the back, put the new one in, wait for the aid station on the 13th mile, grab it, put it in the back so I have another one.
That's good. So,
John's been telling me.
What Katelyn is talking about. So, when she starts the bike, she's got a full water bottle container between her arms in her aero bars. And then she's got...
I'm not holding it.
No,
it's on the bike.
It's strapped onto the aero bars. Then you've got one that's sitting behind you in your little bike water bottle holder that you have in the back. You've got two places to put stuff. One of them is your toolkit, and one of them is your spare. You'll have your water in your down tube, probably on your bike. So before your first aid station, you have to finish drinking all the liquid, the fuel that's between your aero bars, and then you have to replenish it with the one behind you. Okay, right? And then you put it behind you, and then when you get to the aid station, the container, the water bottle that you have behind you, it's a throwaway water bottle. You throw it away before you get to the aid station. Just throw it on the side of the road. They have a designated area. And then as you're riding by the aid station, people will be having Gatorade Endurance. They're holding on to it, and you grab it while you go by. If you miss the first one, you go to the next one.
It's like you miss the exit, the car exit, you
Go to the next
go
one.
to the next one.
Okay. But if you ever have to stop because you
Then
need some
stop.
fuel,
Yeah.
if you completely miss them all, just stop and get it. Okay. Then you do that again for
It's not worth the wrecking.
the wrecking or missing fuel, because you're going to need that fuel. So you're going to do that in the second aid station and the third
And this
aid
is
station.
for a half triathlon.
Half Ironman.
This is not for a sprint.
So 56 miles. Yeah. 56 miles. So you'll have that, and you're going to bring additional nutrition that you're going to have in your little bento box on your bike. So what are you going to bring? You're going to bring your blocks,
My Cliff Blocks.
okay, to chew on.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Are you going to bring any of those?
It's a little fig bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had 4 when I did mine. So I had 2, and each package has 2 each.
Yeah.
So that right before each aid station, I made sure I had one, and then I had one before I finished the bike.
So you're not starving and you're not bonking by the time you get to the run.
Yes, because you have to keep fueling, because you have to think about you're actually fueling not for your bike, you're fueling for your run. And then I also had like 4 ibuprofens in my bento box, because you may have an issue that you may want to take some
But I'm good. I don't need any.
ibuprofen. Okay. I also carried that little salt container in my little pouch that's on me. I also carried a little thing of lip balm. What's that called? What do you call it?
Carmex.
Carmex. Right next to it.
Or you can bring Vaseline, or you could bring, I forgot.
Yeah, but
what
the
else.
little Carmex is small, and you can seal it. But anytime you feel you're getting a hot spot from rubbing, you just put a little bit on your finger and you just rub it. Usually I get it in the back of my heel where my shoe is. So that's a good place to do that, because I don't run with socks like you do. Okay, so you come in from your bike.
Yep.
You go to transition. What do?
Bring your bike in,
Okay.
lift it up, and set it down on the rack. Change your shoes, take off your, well, I guess you can keep your sunglasses on if you want, put a hat on if you want,
Take your helmet off. Remember we saw people running with their helmets on?
Yeah, they must have bonked already.
Something.
Or they don't know they're about to.
Yeah. Okay.
You change your shoes. You don't run with your bike shoes. You're going to put your running shoes on.
Get your race number on.
Get your race number on. Get any, they have aid stations for
the run.
So you
2
don't have
miles.
to bring drinks. If you want to bring some food or whatever in a pack, then you can do that. Bring a hat,
You're going to
whatever.
bring another set of your blocks
Yeah.
for the run?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're often going on the last leg of the race. And it's the most exciting part.
Are you going to use your cooling towel with you when you go?
No.
You're not? Okay.
But people can choose to, because some people do it like July or June or whatever.
Yeah, when it's
August.
Yours will be October, which will be really nice.
I hope.
Okay, so
So you're on the run.
you're on the run. Then what do you do when you finish?
Woohoo! I did it! It's time for relaxation and
You got to
no
go.
more working out ever. I'm kidding.
You go get your medal, and you go stand in front of the Ironman sign so you can get your
Yeah.
picture taken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your race, and that's how you're planning on doing it. That's good.
Yeah.
So you've thought about it already a little
Of
bit.
course.
Okay, changing weather conditions. Okay, if it rains on the bike.
Woohoo!
Good. That's good positive attitude.
I love running or biking in the storms.
How about turning on the roads in the rain?
I couldn't do that now.
Not like what we were watching on the Tour de France
Oh
or
my
the
gosh.
Vuelta a España.
That is so crazy. I just slow down. It's not worth
That's right.
throwing your body across the road.
Slow down for the turns
Yeah.
when it's wet, definitely.
And splattering and spinning your whole body.
Okay. What if it's cold?
That's even better.
On the bike?
Yeah. Because then you have so much more energy in the cold weather.
So you got to think, I got to pack your jacket
Yeah.
in case
Yeah. Warmer clothing.
but you need to bring cold clothing maybe.
Yeah.
But bring it just in
Yeah.
case. Not like the half marathon I had to
And
buy.
then cold weather
clothes.
and the running, that's even better. I can run even faster.
You gonna run with your head sweat thing on your bike or ride it with your bike?
The head sweat?
Yeah. Your little red
No.
skull cap?
No.
No? All right.
That's just for the hot weather.
When you sweat
This
a lot?
hot weather has been so terrible. And with the weather, I don't know if people know. Some people probably know. Some people don't. But the weather will change everything in the way you run, the way you bike.
Yep.
When it's cooler weather, your body will like it and you can run faster. You can do better.
Unless it's really cold and then
Unless
you're
it's
like
really
me.
cold. But in cooler weather, your body will go much better.
Will adjust better. Mm-hmm.
Your body-
Tornado, hurricanes.
I'll run in tornado. In a hurricane, I will.
I'm sure they will cancel it. What if it's hot?
I'll just try to do my best.
Okay. Don't go out as hard.
No.
No. You just save it all for the run.
Yeah. And then I might have to run.
That's fine. You got to think of that too.
Because you don't want to bonk. You don't want to overheat. You don't want to have the heat monster take you over and you die and your organs shut down and all that stuff.
Yeah, that would not be good.
No.
Nope. Okay, so let's see. Let's practice thinking through some scenarios and what you will do. So between now and then, think of little scenarios, positive and negative scenarios that
Oh, this would be fun.
that you will have. For example, you're on your bike and you hit a bump and there goes your fuel. Just flew out the back. What are you going to do?
Then you wait for the next aid station and
You're not going to go back and get it?
if it goes down in a gully or something,
You know how many water bottles I've seen on the road on the bike
then
course?
yeah, I'll try to find mine, but if there's someone else's, I'll just grab it.
You're going to grab someone else's? You don't know what's in it.
No, so I
Yeah,
guess I'll
it's
look for
okay.
it.
Because it'll take you 1 minute, less than 1 minute to go get it. Now remember, don't stand up and turn and slam on your front
Oh,
brake when you
no.
turn around.
You hit your right blade.
That's right. Pull off to the side of the road and go back and get it.
Yeah. Even your right brake, you don't slam on and
Unless you're leaning back.
you can still flip.
I don't know if you can flip, but you can definitely mess yourself up
Yeah.
by going sideways or something.
Yeah.
You'll fishtail. And
Oh,
you can
yeah.
or you can make yourself have a flat if depending on how fast you go and how quickly you slam on your brake.
Mhm.
Okay, speaking of flat. Okay, flats. What about you get a flat?
I will try my best. If I can change it in time, sure, I'll try my best. But if I can't do it,
The half
it's not
Ironman,
working.
the half
then-
Ironman course, the support crews will come out and will lend you a tire.
They
Or
will?
will lend you a wheel, but don't count on it. It's better if you can
So
change your
I'll
tire.
try, but if I can't, don't get mad at
We'll
me.
put you in front of the movie and we'll make you change tire after tire after tire so you won't have to worry about it. We'll do your front a bunch of times and your back just a couple of times. The back ones is more complicated because of all the gears, but once you get the wheel away from your bike, it's a lot easier
Mhm.
to just do it. Okay, cuts and blisters. You already have experience with this.
Chafing.
Yeah, so before you start, you use Vaseline because it's thicker instead
Yeah.
of the chamois butter. The chamois butter, I think, comes off in water, so once you're done swimming, it's gone.
Yeah.
So you have some Vaseline, you're going to cake all over yourself.
Yeah, Vaseline is the best. That chamois butter, it's expensive and a waste.
Okay. And like the little Carmex thing, that's really good too.
Yeah.
Just for when things pop up.
Sure.
Thinking positive thoughts
Mm-hmm.
and negative self-talk, because you're going to have both ups and downs throughout your 7 hours of 8 hours doing your
I'm not going to do it in 8 hours.
8.5 hours. The time cutoff is 8.5 hours.
I'm not going to do it in 8.5 hours
Okay.
either.
All right. So you're 7 hours.
How long did it take you?
One was 7:15, and then the other one where
I thought you did it in 6.
no.
I thought you did
No.
it in 6.
The one I did the fastest, I actually cramped and had to work through it in the run. Then the other one when it rained and I got major blisters.
Well,
But
7 is a good
that's
good thing. I'm not
Yeah.
doing it in 8.
No, because you can do your bike in 3 and your run in a little under 3 and your swim in less than an hour and
I'm
then
gonna
your
do-
transition.
It's going to be cooler. My running is going to be faster.
Okay, good. I'm glad you think that.
If it's going to be hot like it is now, then
It'll be slower.
it's just the running
But you know what? Everyone's
The
going to
heat-
be in the same situation.
the heat has gotten to me, so that's why it took me longer.
I know. But
Yeah.
it's going to affect everyone too.
Yeah, that's good.
So, just one thing, when you start noticing you have negative self-talk,
Mm-hmm.
what do? Fuel. So the fuel that you
And
carry with you.
sing.
And there you go.
Mhm.
Think positive thoughts and fuel. And the fuel will take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to hit you. So you've got a little time. Don't expect it to happen right away. Then when you have your positive feelings back, just remember to keep fueling. Same thing with hydration. Make sure you stay hydrated because you'll feel yourself just wearing out when you're not hydrated.
Yeah.
So you just got to remember all that. What was it? What was the rule we said about fueling? If you're grumpy, you need to fuel. If you're burping, you're topped off.
Yeah, which I burp a lot.
That's good. That's perfect. Okay, the aid stations on the course. So we kind of talked about it. I looked it up for you. So again, on the bike, stop if needed. But there is an aid station at around mile 16, 30,
You
and
said 13.
I know but that's normal. But on this specific course, it is
Oh.
16, 30, and 43.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll double check that last number because I think it's 43. It might be 47. I'll look it up for you. So then you may want to write that on your wrist with a marker
Yeah.
so you can anticipate it. So you can
Yeah,
make sure you drink
I
everything,
agree.
fuel up, and then get it all ready for the aid station so you can grab your next fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So the fuel is what you're using in between. Okay, on the run, the aid stations are about every 2 miles. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12.
Yeah.
So if you start cramping, what do you start drinking at the aid stations? Do you remember?
The Gatorade.
Nope. Coke.
Oh,
Coke. And then you have to keep drinking Coke after that.
fine with me.
Once you drink Coke, you have to keep drinking it.
Woohoo, party!
You can drink it with other things like water.
Mhm.
Make sure you still fuel with Gatorade. But if you start because you cramp, you have to keep doing it. And then towards the end of your race, if you're feeling run down, that's when it's time to get wings
Oh, yeah.
and drink Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Yeah, that's because they have that. They have food there too at each aid station. They've got gels, which you don't like. They've got bananas. They've got a bunch of stuff there. I've never really paid attention because I usually just had my own fuel that I had with me. Okay, the swim. We're going to go back to the swim. I looked it up. It said the average temperature of the swim is 65 degrees.
Mm.
I don't know what that average is, if it's in the morning or in the afternoon, because their last few years they did it in the afternoon for the
Because
70.
it was raining.
One was because it was raining, and the other one was, didn't they do the full and the half at the same time?
I don't know.
Yeah. So wetsuit legal is if it's water temperature is less than 78 degrees. So you're going to have to think, do I get my wetsuit? Do I bring it? Do I practice with it? Do I tough it out
For
for the
wetsuit,
swim?
it has to be 78 degrees.
It's got to be below 78 degrees for you to choose to wear it.
Well, if it's in the 70s, I
Right.
don't think I
But
would
the average
use
is 65 is what I'm telling you.
it. We'll see.
Okay.
I'll just bring it in case.
Yeah, we probably need to practice with it a couple times. Just some short getting in and out,
Yeah.
swim a little bit. If the water temperature is cold and it's a little warm outside, you don't want to put it on and then you sit there and you wait for an hour. You will get worn out just sitting there
Yeah.
in your wetsuit. So you got to learn how to strip it off halfway and just let it dangle and then be able to put it back on by yourself.
Yeah.
Also, there is a rule that if the water temperature is between 78.1 and 83.9, you can wear a wetsuit, but you're not eligible for any awards. So
Well, I'm not looking forward to. I'm not going to podium.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know about that. You might.
No, I'm not going to podium.
Okay.
No.
You're just going to focus. What is your main focus for this race? Just to finish in a good time?
Yeah. Finish good time.
Okay.
I don't want to be the end of my age group.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a chance of that because people won't show up. People will DNF because they didn't train.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of those?
DNFs? It
Yeah.
depends on the course.
No, is there a lot of people that are walking?
Oh, there's always tons of people walking on the
There
run
is?
because they go too fast on the bike.
Mm.
Some people, they're swimmers, so they go really hard on the swim.
And then they're
Then they
complaining.
bike. Yeah, and then their bike, by the time they're done with the bike, they're done. They're walking out right from the beginning.
How sad.
People like me, I just swim fine, and then I Uber bike, and then I die on my last lap on the run. Or I cramp on my bike because I didn't fuel.
Mm.
So there's all these different things that can happen, different
Yeah.
scenarios. So you need to be thinking about all these different things. Watch some videos of other people doing theirs and listen to their race reports and see what scenarios they came
I
up
don't
with.
think anything's going to happen to me.
No, but you prepare mentally.
Of course.
Yes, so if something happens, you're like, oh,
But I'm not going to fret.
No, don't fret. You just have to have solutions for
That's
it.
what I just said. I'm not going to fret.
Okay, that's what that means? You're going to have solutions?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
going to chill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're going to chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's going to be some people who are like,
I'm not a stress case.
this is their 20th one, and they've on this same course, and they know everything, and they're just going to go nuts because they can. That's fine.
Mhm.
You let them go.
Yeah.
There's people that are going to want to chit chat with you on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
You give your pleasantries to people, and when you can, because they're in
Just
the
play
same boat.
nice.
Yeah, there you go. Play nice. You're all in it together.
Yeah.
You're in your triathlon community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me to ask in front of the world,
No.
in front of our big podcast universe?
I've already asked all those questions.
Okay. You're gonna keep them secret?
No, I just asked you questions about what happened when you saw people walking and
Oh.
stuff.
I said, hi. Then they see you walking and they're like, good job, you can do it.
To who?
To me,
Oh.
when I ended up walking. But you just do it. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know that might be your race strategy. Because some people do the walk runs. They have their
Mhm.
watch sets, and you'll see them running, and then they'll stop. And
That's okay.
Yep. All right. I guess that's all we have for this episode. So thank you for listening,
Yep.
and stay addicted.
To triathlon.
Bye.
Bye.